Speaking of AI, can AI make this jacket? Nope. Let's feed this jacket into Gemini, see what it does. All right, guys, we got a very special edition. We're gonna get right to it. So last year, as you know, I got a chance to go and visit with Barbour. Go to their headquarters, go to the origin of their iconic brand and more specifically their iconic wax jackets. Got to go see their archives, got to see how jackets are made, but also see firsthand their Re-loved program. And it's really their repair and restore program where they take old jackets, new jackets, jackets that have been beat up, and they bring them back to life through a variety of different ways. So that Re-loved program really, I think, connects not only with the Barbour brand, but something that I know you as a designer, us at Huckberry really appreciate. And like hard-wearing things, sometimes taking care of them means you need to do a little repair. And the longevity that then allows for a certain product, particularly getting into something that Barbour's obviously known for, that we love, that you love, wax jackets. So fast forward to this year, Barbour reached out and asked if we would like to come back and create our own Re-loved jacket, and more specifically a Re-loved Solway jacket, which is one of their iconic silhouettes. So I'm gonna hand it over to you, and let's talk a little bit about what you got to do, what we got to do in making our one-of-one Solway.
Let's get into it and show everybody what we did.
Let's unveil it. Man, this thing looks awesome.
Dream come true to go over to Barbour and see the entire operation.
The prompt that they gave us was, of course, like make a one-of-one Solway. But also, which I love about Barbour, like add some of the Huckberry DNA to it, right? This is, a one-of-one product, but this is a collaboration of both of our brands. The foundation being Solway, the foundation being legendary Barbour wax. So let's start with obviously like the exterior and patchwork. Is that the right term I should be using to what you guys did here?
It was very open-ended. And one of my first goals was to see how far we could push it. And I was really trying to make Barbour say no to an idea. But with their Re-loved program, they can do absolutely anything. I got nowhere close to getting a no from Barbour. I got to meet with Gary Janes, who is the head menswear designer at Barbour, who is a legend and somebody I've looked up to for a long, long time. And we really got to work hand in hand on this jacket, which was incredible to bring this patchwork to life. A lot of this inspiration originally came from, as you were mentioning earlier, how do we take kind of Barbour's iconic history, our roots in Austin, some of that, American heritage with the heritage of Barbour. And something that I came across that I thought would be a really challenging and fun idea was taking inspiration from the iconic jacket of Hunter S. Thompson. Hunter S. Thompson, for those who don't know, was really well known for wearing this vintage patchwork corduroy jacket. And so that was really the driving inspiration for the external design of this jacket. Scraps of fabric from the Barbour Re-loved program and different shades of wear and kind of patch it together to kind of give it that really cool Hunter S. Thompson-esque patchwork jacket.
The original fabric, what was it? It was
it's the lightest. It's the lightest color. So the pockets, the storm flap, and some of the lightest color that you see on the jacket.
So this was the original fabric that was across the whole jacket. So all of these other patches, I think that's the beauty of the Re-loved program. It's not only like reloving the jacket itself, but they've got this giant archive of just fabrics that are no longer worthy of their own jacket themselves, but they save that fabric for things like this. There's actually a lot of Barbour jackets in this one jacket.
And when I showed up, he had the entire jacket deconstructed, bunch of different scraps of fabric all laid out. And we really worked hand in hand to really get the look that we were going for. So very hands-on, intimate process with building this jacket literally back from the ground up.
Talk about the interior. That was another place where, going back to what you just said about digging into the archives, some vintage Americana. How do we bring a little bit of that into the interior of the jacket? I love this.
Absolutely. So most people are familiar with Barbour's iconic lining, that really classic tartan plaid. And so again, British Barbour, how do we inject some Americana into it? These are getting very, very hard to find these days. This is a 1950s, 1960s jacquard camping blanket. And the cool thing about these old jacquard camping blankets is that they would weave really cool, beautiful colors and motifs into it. And we really wanted to speak not only to the kind of vintage and Americana roots, but also nod to our headquarters here in Austin, Texas as well. So some great brands, Steerhide, some turtles at the bottom, brought this jacket to life, and I think really upped it to another level.
And I remember when we got the blanket in the office, it was just big enough. There was a little bit, you know, as always when you're buying vintage online, don't quite know the exact quality that it's still in, and then also the size. And this is a pretty big jacket. This is one of the longer jackets in Barbour, and quite literally fit perfectly with no centimeter to spare. I mean, I love that we've got the steer bullseye in the back. It's kind of your Superman interior.
Exactly. As you were mentioning, when it showed up, I was very, very worried that we weren't going to be able to line the entire jacket in this blanket. And it's vintage. It's one of one. We couldn't have gotten another one.
And then the final little nod.
Yes, we sourced a vintage National Park Service patch, which was tattered and old and used off of an old uniform. And then we hand stitched that onto the chest pocket. Just a little, again, nod to our outdoor and adventure spirit here at Huckberry.
Just to, you know, reiterate the theme here, every single piece to this, the jacket, all of these different components, the patch, the blanket, they're all one of one.
Yep.
We're very proud to, I guess, own this jacket now. Incredible experience for you. Amazing job, as always. And unfortunately, you know, you can't buy it. But we're going to be carrying, obviously, and we always have a great fall assortment from Barbour, but this year, what this jacket represents is also the reintroduction and the first time Huckberry's carrying the Solway jacket itself. And I know we've referenced a little bit about the longer lengths, but what's sort of the difference between a Solway jacket and maybe like the Bedale, their iconic, most well-known jacket?
The Solway has always been one of my personal favorite jackets, kind of like growing up and looking at the archives and the history of Barbour. What makes the Solway really special is it was kind of the first of its kind in that design language. The really great bellowed U-shaped pockets, has this great patch miter pocket on the top. It is longer than the Bedale jacket. It has the iconic raglan sleeves that Barbour is well known for to keep out that water from getting into the seams of the jacket. Has this great storm flap for extra weatherproofing, and that really hardy two-way separating zipper, and the iconic corduroy Barbour collar. Really introduced for hunting and outdoors, those really oversized pockets to really store everything you need while you're out and about.
A lot of history in this jacket, quite literally in the materials, but also in its origins. So check out the Solway. We're actually gonna send this jacket out to our new Georgetown store, Washington, DC. Shout out, it just opened. So this will be on display. People can see it for themselves and hopefully inspires them to pick up a new wax jacket and start creating their own story. So thank you to the Barbour crew. As always, great partners. Excited to be a part of this. Excited to put our own spin on a legendary jacket. Excited you and Gary got to hang out. Excited you got to put your hands all over a Barbour jacket.
Absolutely.
Thanks for watching. Until next time, we'll see you out there.